you can design them in Figma, you can import them into the Power Apps
Yeah.
Canvas app in this case. Amazing. So everything in this list. Hi everyone, welcome to the Power Hour podcast. I'm super excited today because I'm here with Lukas Pavelka, the mastermind behind DesignKit, who effectively, I think Lukas will go over what it does, but the title and the thumbnail might have given it away, to revolutionize the way you design and build your Canvas apps and model-driven apps experience. Lukas, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Hodenk, and thank you that I
No,
can be here.
no, absolutely. It's my pleasure. I mean, you came to me with the idea of DesignKit, and I was completely drawn to it. I think it's an incredible product that you've made, and I think it would help a lot of people. So, Lukas, for those who haven't heard of it, what is DesignKit and who is it for?
Yeah. So let me at first share that it was very hard at the beginning, just prepare something like this one because I started to use Power Apps more than 5 years ago. And yeah, when I just started and used this Microsoft editor and said, okay, so maybe I can just try prepare like DesignKit to improve and just make it faster for people who are just developing the Power Apps applications. So therefore, this was started in my head. And yeah, it's celebrating 2 years DesignKit, and currently we have version 3.5. So maybe I can just start sharing and just let more about the design kit.
Yeah,
What's
perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I will just zoom it. Okay, so the design kit, as you see, it's like the Figma plugin, only relevant currently for the Figma, because my wife is a great UI UX designer and she just showed me the Figma a couple of years ago. And when I started to use it, so I saw that it's really awesome that you can create own plugin. So it's everything like based on the React, everything is based on the TypeScript, and you can just easily to create own plugin for the Figma. And 2 years ago, I started to create like the first version of the of this design kit. At the beginning, it was called Power Apps IMAX because only what I did, just like import and export from the Power Apps the screens. So it means like for the JSON and the YAML. So as you see, the design was not really great. But yeah, so this was like my first idea how to easily and visualize your screens from the Power Apps to Figma and just prepare like a new UI for your applications. So
So
then, yeah.
just sorry to interrupt, Lukas, but it's that integration between Figma and Power Apps that you're supporting here, right? So you can make your designs in Figma and have that easily integration into Power Apps.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
using the backend of the Power Apps. So as like 2 years ago, Microsoft had PCAA, the MSAPP, the file which was currently zip file, and when you just export it, it's like it was JSON, and after that you just change it to YAML. So what currently I'm using this two just file structures and just importing to the Figma and just parsing these two files.
Love it.
That's everything about that. And yeah, so after like 2 years, I just move it to more and more designs and more features of that one, not only import and export. And during the time, we change it, this Power Apps IMAX to DesignKit with the business partner. And currently, yeah, we have version 3.5, which I want to share for today. And but how it works. So it's as I mentioned, it's very easy. You need a Figma account when you just install it as a desktop, or you can use it in the browser. And so in this version, you can just run the plugins in the Figma, where is the call, the Power Apps Design Kit, and the licensing inside. So it's like that, just checking what kind of licenses you have. And after that, when the plugin is runs, you can just import and export the Power Apps files like YAML or JSON to zip file or the particular YAML file. So this is like the architecture what currently I have for the design kit. The source code is React and TypeScript, and everything is of course version to Git. So this is the whole background of this plugin. Yeah, so this is like for the current version. So if I just mention it for the future, if you have like another questions for that one.
In terms of the architecture, I mean, so over there I'm seeing kind of a lot that's gone into it. How difficult was it for you to build the Figma plugin from scratch all the way up to DesignKit, which finally fruited and you've been using for Power Apps?
Yeah, so currently I started my career as a Java developer. So for me, the TypeScript and React and to learn these languages was very hard for me. So
Mm.
therefore, I was very scared about that if I will deploy or develop something and the production for the Figma. But when I started to just learn and I saw that the TypeScript is mostly similar to Java, I said, okay, fine. So this will be very easy for me to prepare something. And I just start to learn how Power Apps is working, what is behind, and how can I just merge it to the Figma. So, and I found the particular parts for this design kit, and I found what can be like imported and how can be parsed, and I started to put my code, and yeah, after 2 years, which is currently very useful for the people, which I will show you. But yeah, at the beginning was very hard because I changed a UI and backend like 2 or 3 times. Just started at the beginning because after the using, I found that it's really not everything is easily used, and my vision for that one is to have for the Power Apps user to have very easy assistant which help them to design very unique applications and export it to the Power Apps. So
Yeah.
therefore, yeah, I changed it a lot, but current version I see that it's really understandable for the people.
Yeah, for sure. And in terms of so Power Apps has a native way to import Figma designs, doesn't it,
Yeah.
Lucas? So DesignKit goes a little bit further from what I've seen, and maybe this will come up in your demo. But in what ways does DesignKit extend or improve on the native Figma import tools within Power Apps?
Yeah, so the benefit for that one is that you can just validate some screens. You can just prepare the documentation inside the Figma. So you can just easily like export every screen. You can just prepare uh, the more functionality for the Power Apps. So you can just create own components. You can just mix everything in one design. So you can use my extension because I create my own components for the design kit. So you can really have not only just import and export, but to have like completed project for the customer, because in Figma you can easily, without the account, you can comment some screens before pasting or just implementing to the Power Apps tenant. So therefore, uh, this plugin just prepare everything and save a lot of time for your designing a new application or redesigning your old application to the Power Apps. So this is like the best
Yeah.
benefit, and this is not all. I plan in future much more features for this assistant.
Yeah, for sure. And I can't wait to look under the hood there. And Lucas, I'm sure you're the same as me. We're both under the belief that you shouldn't start a Canvas app project without having some designs in mind. Whether you're building it on Figma or a piece of paper, you should have some general wireframes of the way the Canvas app's going to look. So I'm loving this already. Can you walk us through a typical scenario where DesignKit is used?
Yeah, yeah. So maybe
Amazing.
I can just start the plugin and just show the people how this works. So at the beginning, when just people run this plugin, we'll see the Builder tab where they can just prepare the layout. But of course, at the first time, they do not know about how the design kit works. So therefore, I have here the Help tab, which they can just prepare every prefixes, every controls, and what does it mean. So it means that my plugin is working with prefixes. So like button is btn underscore, label is label underscore, and everything else. So here currently I'm just supporting 4 kind of controls, like the classic, what people knows from the Power Apps, the modern, like the PCF controls, some compose, which I just composed from the classic controls together as a one control, and some custom, what I already prepared. So when I just start click for the list of the prefixes, the people just see in the Figma page the list of classic prefixes which I currently support in this plugin. So like as you see, like audio, barcode, button, circle, and other stuff. So therefore, it's like easy for them to visualize it, what everything they can use for the naming of the controls and what will be exported to the YAML. So there are like, if I just show the custom, so here is like, this is just a list of the main custom what currently is inside the plugin, because in the builder you cannot like only just import the classic modern, but it's already prepared the custom where is not too much, but there are a list already prepared components. These components does not have like special prefix, but they have already prepared prefixes composed from the classic or modern controls. So this
So,
is like the
Lucas,
main point of this plugin, just for the
no,
prefixes.
amazing. So what we're seeing here is effectively any of these components, standard or custom, if you can design them in Figma, you can import them into the Power Apps
Yeah,
Canvas app in this case. Amazing. So everything in this list is something you can build on Figma and then directly import into your Canvas apps. Wow,
yeah,
love that.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, yeah, exactly as you are saying. So if I just just remove it, and what if people just learn about the prefixes, how it works, and what everything I'm just supporting in this plugin, they can start from the builder. So the typical case is that the first button just create you the layout, like the mobile or the tablet version of the layout for what everybody knows from the Power Apps. And the types is the same what they knows from the pre-prepared screens, like the blank, calendar, email, form, list, meeting, scrollable, success, or people. So this is like the same what they can find in the Power Apps. So, and when I just create uh, the layout, then the mobile layout will be created. And I have 2 options. The first option is that if I do not know too much about the designs, or I do not have any inspirations, but I would like to try it to just prepare something, I can use the prepared components like the classic, modern, composed, and custom, and just start to put for the prepared layout. So when I just, for example, use the header will be generated in Figma, and I can just put it to the prepared label. And when I just see the viewer, because I can just start to see the YAML code, I can see that the perfect screen is saying that I just prepared the screen. Here I have the properties and list of the children with the name of the control and the list of the properties. And when I just continue with that one, so I can easily and very faster prepare the components. So for example, if I just show my custom, I see like search box, just submit, and just put the search box here. The same, the people can use like, for example, some table, and just the classic table will be imported to the layout. And when I just look at the view of the YAML, so I see the header, I see the search box frame, and I see the classic table. So, and everything you can easily copy to clipboard.
Yeah, perfect. Love that.
So this is like the first option if people does not know about the prefixes and about too much how to prepare to with this plugin. But the second thing, when people already used this plugin and they are familiar with the prefixes, then of course just can prepare something like this one. So I have already prepared some example for the blank screen or for the dashboard screen, doesn't matter. And here I have like everything just composed with the frame. I have to say at the beginning that Figma is using frames, text fields, some rectangles, circles, and other polygons. It means the frame means in the Power Apps like container. Normally in the Power Apps you have like horizontal, vertical, or just manual container. Here is the same. The Figma just using frame or frame with auto layout. And auto layout can be horizontal or vertical. So,
And Lucas, just to interrupt you, because I think this is an important question, and apologies for interrupting you, but how much of Figma do we need to know to start using DesignKit? Like, do you think we need to be a beginner, intermediate, advanced? Like, what should our level of Figma be for someone like me who's never used Figma?
yeah. So my plugin tries to use already prepared the component without any knowledge of Figma. So if you are not familiar with the Figma, but you know what like kind of this design framework is working on, or design application is working with parts and the file. So it means like if somebody used in historical some paints from the Microsoft, so then it's like this really similar. So like the same like Adobe, the Photoshop, using the same, using layouts, using the different kind of controls. But if you do not have any experience with Figma, it's not wrong. So you can start using the DesignKit because I have already documentation prepared for everybody.
Yeah, amazing.
So it means that if you know, so in this year it's very popular to use responsive application in Canvas. So therefore, of course, if you do not have any experience how to use auto layouts in Figma, so at the beginning you can start to use typical frames, what Figma is using here on the bottom side. But if you do not know too much about the frames, just you can start with creating the layouts. From DesignKit, you can start to prepare the components. You can start to use the icons, because I've already prepared the whole list of icons what Power Apps is using. So therefore, you can just easily start preparing through the plugin. But if you are a little bit experienced with the Figma, then of course you know what is a frame, what is a layout, how you can just use it for the designing of application. And if you know about that, you can just prepare very easily containers in the Power Apps naming. And inside the containers, you can use different controls like rectangles, circles, some icons, and everything. What I can see here, it's like without any prefixes, because there is nothing, only the screen. So if I just go to view, I see on a blank screen, nothing there. But if you do not know about the prefixes, you can use the Add Prefixes button, which should help you to prepare the prefixes. If you just look at on the left side, there is nothing, and just put a click, wow, the prefixes just created. Of course, the naming, if you are not using the best practices for the naming, which you should use, but at the beginning, it's like easy way how to put the prefixes for your screen and just export it to YAML. But of course, for example, of the button, normally in Figma is using like when you just create like frame inside and use like on the right side, this is the auto layout. And if I just click it and put the text field inside there, so this is currently normally using for the buttons. So therefore, if you have frame and inside the frame only one control which is text, so you can use it like prefix btn and something. And in the DesignKit you will see like the classic button. So normally, so therefore, if you just use the adding the prefixes, then of course, if you have like the container or frame with one control, could be renamed to button, because it's expecting that this is like the button. But you should be like careful with that one, and just double check if it's only the container or if it's really the button, because I cannot just have imagine if what currently you will just do this and what do you use it, if it will be the button or container. But this is a very fast way how to use the prefixes.
Yeah, amazing. So just to recap what you just said, effectively you can take any component within Figma, and as long as you add the prefix that you've defined with your plugin, it will add to that YAML code that you can then import into your Power App.
Yeah. We can just finish this example, and just I can just show you how this will look like through the clipboard and importing to the Power Apps. I just only check is everything here. So maybe here I can just put like image for that one. Here I want to see, no, it's like not a container, but could be like the gallery. It means like the vertical gallery. And I can just say that I need to put my data. So it means that for the second and third item inside the gallery, it's not needed any prefixes, because the gallery will be created in Power Apps. So I will just only use the first one. And here I need to check if there is no button, which is here. So I can just only say vercont, and vercont is only saying, as you see here, if it's the vertical or horizontal layout, so it means the container. So just use like content, for example. And now before the exporting, the next step should be like the validation. So it means that if something is not named with the same name, because Power Apps does not allow you to have the same names for the different controls. So therefore, this is like the grade before exporting to check your validation. Because, for example, here, if I just use like the same name here and check to validate, and voila, here I have already repeated name, which if I just click on the copy and paste it, then of course will be an error visible in the Power Apps. So I just move it back. Okay, so screen is ready. Of course, I can duplicate. It means like will be duplicated with the unique prefixes of all screens, which can be also helpful. But here, for the very fast copy and paste to Power Apps, I can just copy to the clipboard, open some application in the Power Apps. Yeah, voila. And I just paste it here. And I have the whole screen here.
Wow, incredible. All just copied and pasted directly from Figma.
Yeah, exactly.
So could we take a look at the different components within here? So if you click on the gallery, for example, or something like that, just to see it and how it shows in Power Apps.
From the Figma?
From the Power App itself. So if you click on the gallery in the Power App, it will show as a gallery on the left-hand side. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Only,
But
of course, what is needed, but time to time, Microsoft is using like default values. So therefore, this I cannot affect everything. But this is like the small changes or updates what you have to do, like only change something and just replace your data structure from SharePoint or Dataverse or your database and will be replaced, but the rest will stay as it is. Another step what I'm using mostly every day with the DesignKit to Power Apps is like just pasting the icons, which is very faster. So if, for example, I have already prepared, yeah, like this one. So this is like the icons what currently I have here. And if I just, I can have it like one by one, but like easily just only for this is like the new version of the icon, not the classic one, and just copy paste here. And the opposite, just from the Power Apps to Figma, just use this snippet where I can just paste it and generate the icon here. This is like the second part what I'm currently using every day to just pasting and importing, exporting the icons from the Power Apps or opposite from Figma to Power Apps.
wow, I love it. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, and maybe one more amazing example is that I know that most of the people are using the tablet layout, so therefore DesignKit is already prepared on this possibility that here I have prepared like example dashboard, and of course I can copy paste the whole screen. So if I just copy the code and this I just remove and paste it, and here I have the switcher which is saying that I'm pasting the code from the tablet layout. If I just switch to on, then the whole screen is generated here. So maybe only like the indexes, like it's like with a different positioning, but it's not an issue for that one because Figma and Power Apps is not using the same properties, not using the same font sizing and etc. So therefore, will not be never for 100% the same, but it's like I have successful rate more than 98% really the same. But I'm working
Absolutely.
for every detail and will be applied in new versions.
Yeah, definitely comes through, Lucas. I love DesignKit. I love what you're doing with it. And yeah, I mean, do you have anything else to show us? Because I have so many questions around the subscription model and then also what's next for DesignKit.
Yeah, so maybe last thing what I can just share that I've already prepared the list of different components with particular prefixes. So especially some of them are already using people and their production application, which I'm very happy for that one. So it means like if I just easily like copy to my page some component currently, I can easily like see the YAML code for that one and just copy paste to the Figma to the Power Apps, sorry. And the component will be here. Of course, some inputs you need to put of your data, but most of them is really the same. But as I mentioned, the font size, this is very hard for me to find synchronization between Figma and Power Apps, but I will solve it for sure.
Yeah. But I think it's so cool that you can pull in the custom components that you've structured there directly into Power Apps. I think it's going to save a lot of people a lot of time.
Yeah. And yeah, this is like the most example of what currently I'm using. Maybe last thing is that that it's not about only about the design kit and about the designing your application. You can also put the transition between the screens and visualize it in the Figma. You can just prepare also the documentation. So it means that here is the PDF and you can prepare the documentation for your screen. So it means if I just select the screens and put like something here, so it will be automatically exported to PDF and prepared the UI content of your screens and just design system. Which color did you use? Which kind of typography you used and other icons. So it means I really want to prepare everything for your project from the beginning to the end.
Amazing. And that gives us a glimpse into where DesignKit is going, right? Because it seems like, Lucas, that you're giving attention to every detail here. You want people to be able to effectively design their models within Figma and then being able to directly import that into Power Apps completely from beginning to end.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Awesome. Lucas, I feel like a lot of people will ask, so I do want to ask, what made you decide on the subscription model and how much does this all cost for organizations that want to adopt DesignKit?
Yeah, so as you know, at the beginning, I want to just prepare something which will be like really useful for the people. But when I started to develop, I decided to have something big. So therefore, I spend and I'm just doing it after my working hours. I'm doing 2 years and weekends. So it means that it cost me a lot of time. So therefore, everything I'm doing for free, and therefore I decided to like split it. Some parts to have it for free, just to use it, just to be familiar what this plugin can do for them, and like the critical parts which can save them a lot of time and to have like the completed project. decided to have it as a paid subscription because I will put much features in the future. So, and for the free version, you can create the layouts, you can create the components, you can import your YAML file, you can just export it to the YAML. You can see like some of the settings, but the rest for the transactions, for the pasting from the clipboard, so everything that one is paid. And for the subscription, it's currently like this setup, like $19 for the monthly cost and $15 for the year cost.
Amazing. And just for clarity, all of these prices updated will be in the description. I'm sure Lukas and DesignKit have the website updated. So yeah, that will be in the description for anyone looking to check that out. Lukas, just on what's next for DesignKit, because I'm sure you've spent a lot of hours thinking about how to make this Power Apps journey of development much easier. So what's in your mind for the roadmap of DesignKit without giving away too many secrets?
Yeah. So currently, what will be next is not a secret, but how this will look like, this is currently secret because I want to present it on the Power Apps conference. Now I'm just waiting for the end of the development and just waiting if it will be approved. But the next step is that this will be the version 4.0. So it means the DesignKit will be a little bit renamed to PCAA. So it means Power Canvas Apps Assistant. So therefore it will be like for that one PCAA. And in this version, only what will be a little bit different is that the UI will be totally new. You will have more possibilities, like not only to make the transition, but also use the prototypes. So it means that you will put a soul to your application. And this is not all. So you will be able to just easily redesign the whole structure of every component. You will be able to easily copy and paste it. The same from the icons, the same from the final documentation for the PDF. Plus, currently, of course, the source code will be improved, that I will use the test environment before releasing to production to do not be shocked if some defects will come. So therefore, this is not the final way, and I'm just preparing and just testing the AI chat. So it means that not in this version 4.0, but in for like 4.0.5, I plan the first version of the AI chat, which helps you to design the whole screen or to prepare YAML code in the chat, and you can easily like copy paste it. So this is like the vision of the DesignKit, or as will be called PCAA.
Yeah, I love it. And it's incredible stuff. And I think it gives us a good insight into where we see DesignKit in the near future. I mean, Lukas, you spent many years on this, so I'm sure you've thought about this too. But where do you see DesignKit in 5 years from now?
Yeah, so the vision for that one is that I hope so that Power Platform and Figma will stay as it is, but because I do not know what will happen in 5 years. But currently, as you see on this architecture, I am prepared with this future, if will happen, that the backend is totally like React for the UI and backend like for the TypeScript. So it means that middleware is currently used for the Figma. But if something will happen wrong, then I can like easily to continue with this plugin, but like move it for some portal or for the different technology. If will not happen, then of course my plan and what we already started to prepare the same for the model driven. So currently will be very soon a new version published to the Figma community, and we plan to use it with the all functionality what currently model driven offers to users. So it means there will be two versions of the design kit. And I've just heard on some conference, they just put me a question if I can do this, the same for the Power BI. So currently I'm just searching some progress and what I can do with the merging and exporting from the Power BI to Figma. And if I just find the way how to use it, then of course I will extend the design kit with the new versions and then with the other Microsoft applications.
Yeah, that's incredible. I really could have used the Power BI one today, to be honest. I was actually designing a dashboard, and honestly, I feel like functionality-wise, it works great, but it doesn't look so good. So I could have really used DesignKit over there. Lucas, this has been incredible, and I feel like our listeners have been incredibly grateful to see this in action. So thank you for coming on here and showing us this. I just want to ask my final question around advice, because you've worked on this for a couple years now. What advice would you give other developers and Power Platform professionals who see a gap and want to build a plugin or product of their own? What advice would you give them from an idea to actually bringing it to market?
Yeah, so currently maybe when you just people to start using Microsoft technologies, then and if they will see something what is missing or what is very hard for the developing or just preparing for your application, then of course just start to think about it if there is something possible to improve it, because as you know, like on Hoover, on some another actions from HTML and CSS, which currently in Power Apps is not applicable for that one, and it is missing, and people are starting to creating some extensions for the Power Apps. So this is like the great case when just think about it, what currently is on the market is like 20 years, like from the HTML and CSS, and what Microsoft did not apply for that one. Then just start to prepare own plugins or the own extensions for that one. Because what is great that Microsoft is using the same what most of other companies use, like the TypeScript and other technologies, which are totally the same for the developing. So this is like the maybe great at the beginning, just think about what can be improved, because like a couple of years ago, when I started to use Power Automate, so I saw that there's great potential to combine Microsoft DevOps space with the Power Automate to make me some reports for the bosses. So therefore, like the combination of the tools, or create on connector for that one. So this is like the great stuff to thinking and improving the process, because we need to save our times, and do not spend it
Yeah,
for that one.
definitely. And it must have not been easy though, Lucas, in isolation building this and not knowing if it's going to work. I'm sure you hit some development walls sometimes, trying to go through, and it's been difficult to go around because obviously you're not building this from scratch per se. Of course you are, because you've invested a lot of time building it on React, but you're trying to build on top of Figma as well as Power Apps. So what are some of the struggles you went through, and what advice would you give to people also hitting those walls who want to build those custom plugins and custom applications to support Microsoft products?
Yeah, so when I started to develop the design kit, I did not think about the future. So therefore, my advice for that one, before the use own awesome plugin, then start think about what will be in like 2 years, 3 years, what will happen with your plugin or with your tool, because I didn't think anything. I just started to develop, and I said, okay, it looks that it's functional, but yeah, I can just move it to the next level. But I just renamed and redesigned and just put the code in again and again from the beginning. So therefore, if you have a vision for some tool, at first to prepare the plan, what you want to prepare for the people, how should look like, and what will be inside your plugin, and what will happen after years. Because then you will spend a lot of time for developing as me to redesign and redevelop the same functionality again and again.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, Lucas, you really hit the nail on the head in terms of developing something that people really want. I mean, it's been super exciting for me to even see this, so I can only imagine the people at home who are struggling with Canvas app design to start utilizing this as soon as possible. So I guess the question is, finally, just for our audience, can they go and access this right now, 3.5? Is it available for them?
Yeah, for sure. The plugin is already, if you just install the desktop, there is like the community for every plugins. Here, like in this, this one is for the community, and you can just start search it DesignKit, and you will see like you will see here for the plugins, and if you just open it, you will see this screen and just try it. So as you see,
Awesome.
here is already 27 likes for this plugin, and more than or closely 2,000 people use this plugin already, and saw it more than 4,000 people. So I guess it's starting to be popular for that one, and I'm very happy for that people are started to use. And of course, if they will just put me a feedback, because when I do not know what's happening, how they are using this plugin, then it's for me it's hard to move it forward. So therefore, if the people will start to spam me with the responses and with the feedbacks, then of course I will be very happy.
Yeah, amazing. Well, you heard it here first. Lucas is completely happy if you spam him with feedback, but nothing else,
Yeah.
please. Amazing. Lucas, thank you so much for your time. I think the audience at home really appreciated that demo, including myself. I think I'm definitely going to be picking this up and using it. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. And I mean, other than that, I think we'll leave the audience with what we've got. So thank you very much for coming on, Lucas, and hopefully to catch you next time. Take it easy.
Thank you very much, and
Bye
have a
bye.
great day. Thank you.